children when they're mandatorily shown Al Gore's movie.
You're exactly right, and thank you so much, Doctor, for your past and current work. It's been a pleasure to read your work over the years. I would also note, he referred to the British judge. The situation, for those of you who are not familiar with it, the education system in the UK mandated that all school children see An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore, for which he won an Oscar. But one of the parents, shows the power of one individual, one of the parents took that mandate to court. The British High Court found that there were 9 lies, distortions, I'm not sure what British terminology they might have used, but there are 9 fundamental flaws in the science presentation of Inconvenient Truth. I would also refer each of you to a response editorial film by one of my colleagues at Pacific Research Institute by the name of Stephen Hayward, called, what the hell is it called? Rebutting Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth. It's something clever. You'll see it right on the front page at pacificresearch.org. And it goes through step by step. The other thing that's going on that gives me hope and gets my feet out of bed in the morning, I refer to the endangerment finding. There are 9 formal petitions at last count to the EPA to reconsider their endangerment finding because the fundamental science that they relied on, i.e. the IPCC, has been no good. EPA is likely to ignore that, in which case it will go to court. Hopefully not the 9th Circuit.
Doug McNay.
I'm Doug McNay. I'm president of the Silicon Valley Taxpayers Association, candidate for the State Assembly in District 24, and last but not least, my day job is a nuclear energy consultant. And this is more of a statement. I was just in contact with Ted Costa today on the asking the status of the initiative that you've talked about, and I wanted to let people know that he says the initiative should hit the streets tomorrow.
Oh!
And that to find out the information about this, it is it's the suspendab32.org is the website where you can go and find out what you can do to get petitions signed, to get petitions. We'll be using professional signature gatherers, but if they get more volunteer signatures, then it costs a lot less to get this initiative on the ballot, qualified for the ballot. So go to suspendab32.org and give them your email address and find out what you can do to make sure this initiative gets on the ballot and passed.
Or give me your email address. Give me your phone number. Thank you so much for that. And I did not pay him to come talk to you. Thank you for that.
This just reminds me that I was listening to that odd station, 960, and they said today that the Tea Party people and those similar have intelligence far below the liberals. I think what you're saying is it's just the opposite here.
Amen to that, I hope. My name is Ken Jorgensen. When I am working, I am a finance guy and a systems guy. When I'm working, I am a finance guy and a systems guy. My name is Ken Jorgensen. I majored in environmental science, got my BA in 1974. So I've been following this global warming stuff for however many years, that is 36.
All the way back to when it was global cooling, right?
Right, precisely, yes. First, you're not alone, and thank you for your efforts. Please continue. I couldn't tell from what you said if you're aware of a paper by the climatologist named D. Aleo.
Yes. Well, I'm aware of several of his papers. I've sat on a number of panels with him at the Heartland Institute's annual climate change, whatever it's called, confab.
Right.
I know him pretty well.
Well, he published a paper that takes the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and NASA to task for doing exactly what you said, which is keeping records of cold data in the past and throwing out the cold stations in order to show warming.
You're right. I did refer to the CRU at East Anglia College
Right.
cheating. The Competitive Enterprise Institute, which Leo's affiliated with, has filed a Freedom of Information Act on NASA NOAA along the same lines as was filed on CRU. And that's just happened the last little while.
Well, maybe this report pertains to that.
It does, yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for your work. If I can get your email, I'll send you a link to the...
Okay. For you and anybody else, the email is pretty simple. Please don't spam me. But it's Tanton, no dot, just Tanton, at fastcat, FASTKAT.com. Another resource is at the Heartland Institute. They're in Chicago. They've got one of their main areas is environment and climate. They publish the Environment and Climate News. They host the annual Conference of Climate Experts and have a web link to all the climate experts, at least on our site. The other sort of a daily read is masterresources.org. It's sort of an extended blog thing with one daily posting, but an extended posting. Talks about energy in general. Keep in mind that energy is the master resource. Energy is the stuff of life. Without energy, nothing happens. Without energy, we couldn't be meeting in a well-lit room with a speaker that occasionally gives feedback because there'd be no electricity. Think of people in third world countries, and you will see the future if we allow this to continue. Women spend 9 hours a day collecting dung and firewood to cook the daily meal. There's no education because nobody's got time to get educated.
Should I take the next? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes. My born this week I got on a website and got clean coal, and included in that was one of the things I think you've already alluded to, and that is a lawsuit brought by a coal company against the EPA over their capping of their production of their coal. And I know my question is, what is the likelihood of their success? What is this likelihood of having a good success along with the legal handle?
Well, I spent about 20 years of my life as a forecaster, and I decided to stop forecasting outcomes or times of that outcome. But certainly not at the same time. Never give them a number and a date together. Give them a number or a date, but never together. If it's the one I think it is, the website is America's Power. The company is Peabody, the largest private coal company in the world. They have not filed a suit. They have filed a petition to reconsider. The thing about the legal system is you have to, quote, exhaust your administrative remedies before you can go to court. And the filing is similar to the other 8 that I mentioned, a filing at EPA to reconsider. My prediction is EPA will